Hello, my name is Jean Quintus and I am publishing a new fly every month on my website www.meckejang.lu. You see it there.
The fly of the month of March 2016 is a red Alice shrimp. To tie this fly we will use a salmon double hook like the Partridge CS14 or the Cansavada double salmon hook. A red medium tying thread. The tail will be made with red bucktail over pearl crystal flash and over red bucktail. For the ribbing we will use twisted silver wire. The body will be made for the rear part with red unistretch or floss, for the front part with black unistretch or floss. The wing will consist of gold pheasant tippets dyed red. The hackle will be red cock. The head will be made with a tying thread, and in addition we will apply a drop of red head cement or UV glue on the head. Tie in the thread at the eye of the hook and wind it in close turns to the beginning of the curvature of the hook. When you arrive at the curvature of the hook, wind the thread back in direction of the eye of the hook. Cut off the excess of tying thread. Cut a bunch of red bucktail and align the tips of the hair. Then split the bunch of bucktail into two parts. Tie in the first part in such a way that it extends by the length of the hook shank over the curvature of the hook. Tie it in over the complete length of the hook shank. Cut off the excess of bucktail. Then tie in 4 strands of crystal flash. You can do this by laying 2 strands around the tying thread and pulling them on top of the hook shank. Tie them in, cut them to the length of the tail of the fly. Align the hair tips of the second part of the bucktail bunch. Take the second bunch of bucktail, measure its length and tie it in. Secure it to the beginning of the curvature of the hook. Cut off the excess of bucktail. Wind the thread in direction of the eye of the hook. Tie in the ribbing wire and secure it to the beginning of the curvature of the hook. Then wind the thread back in direction of the eye of the hook and tie in the red uni-stretch. Wind the uni-stretch to the beginning of the curvature of the hook, and then back in direction of the eye of the hook. Wind the thread a few times around the uni-stretch and secure the uni-stretch by winding one turn of thread. Cut off the excess. Wind the thread to the eye. Tie in the black uni-stretch. And wind it to the center of the shank of the hook. Then wind it back to the eye of the hook. Wind the thread a few times around the uni-stretch and tie off the uni-stretch. Cut off the excess. Wind the ribbing wire to the eye of the hook. Tie it off under the hook shank with 2 or 3 turns of tying thread. Then kink the wire and wind a few turns on this kinked wire. Cut off the excess of the ribbing wire. Then we will tie in here the wing of the fly, which consists of gold pheasant tippets dyed red, cut off the excess of the gold pheasant tippets, then we will take a red cock feather, brush back the fiber tips, tie in the feather with its tip, flip back the tip of the feather, then tear off the tip of the feather. Then using your scissors we will brush over the quill of the feather so that the fiber tips will all be moved to the rear side. Wind 3 turns of hackle, brushing back the fiber tips after each turn. Hold them until the next turn is finished. Brush back the fiber tips, and make an additional turn. Then we will tie off the feather, cut off the excess of the feather, and wind the head of the fly. With finish. And cut off the thread. Last we will apply a drop of UV glue on the head and harden it using our UV lamp.
You can download the detailed tying instructions for this fly and for all the previous ones on my website www.meckejang.lu. Leave a message in the guest book with your email address and I will send you a mail every time a new fly is published. See you in tight lines.